Right, I'm going to do a bit of a lake scene with a very limited palette of raw sienna. I've got some lemon yellow there, but I probably won't use it. Raw sienna, burnt sienna and black. At least one subscriber doesn't really listen to what I say or read how I describe the painting. This is a 2 or 3 colour sort of monochrome. I'm going to wet the paper all over. I'm using the Winsor & Newton 21mm tubes of watercolour paint. It's a good way to buy it. You get quite a bit for your money. And the last one I bought was from the Doll's House, wherever they are. I bought stuff from them before, and they were doing these paints for less than £3, which was very, very good. So I bought a load. But I wish I bought another raw sienna. I only bought one. And you'll find that you'll use more blue and raw sienna than any other colour. Most useful ones on the palette. So I'll bit of paint straight from the tube. Get a nice rich colour right at the beginning. So let's just go all over this. A bit stronger in the foreground. So that's where my water and my beaches are going to go. Just a pot boiler really. Now with the black and the burnt sienna, I'm going to do my clouds. When the bristles of your hake split, just bring them together. Okay, so more black than brown. So let's just keep the light in the centre. We'll just get that more thick paint now. Nice and mixed. You can do this as much as you like when it's wet. The paper's wet. It's when it starts to dry you have problems. So let's just get that nice and repeat in the foreground. Right, okay, just get a nice bit of burnt sienna in there, I think just to warm it up a bit more. Now you'll find that the paper starts to spread out, so just reclip it, put it nice and tight, but it'll keep it more or less flat. Okay, so I'll give that a bit of a dry. Take your headphones off if you're listening on headphones for a moment. So I just wanted to do that so that the paint doesn't, when I put it on, doesn't disappear to nothing. So I'm just going to now my hake is splitting like that, mad. So we'll just get that in there. A bit dark, a bit of warm. So let the reflections come down a little bit, although you wouldn't really see many reflections from the distance. So I've got your bristles back together. That's if you're using a hake. You might not be, although all my demonstrations are with a hake. It's a brush that I love to work with. It does so much. So let's just put some deeper, warmer colours in there. Heavy. Right, okay. so that's a bit of distance there. Oops. And we can scrape out little bits for yacht space now. We'll have a bit more warm colours coming across here. Bit of sienna in there. See where you can have some fun. Not putting a lot of detail in this, it looks like it, but let's get the beach in here. We'll keep some of this open here to show some water. And a nice lot of thick stuff here, so I can just etch out some rocks. Just reclip it again. So that's where I'm going to put my detail, or a bit of it anyway. There are some grasses. And what you put above, just drag down below. Just give an impression that there's some stuff going on. I call it stuff. It stops you naming things. Just drag that down there. Can add some water as we go. Now, with a card, bit of plastic, my old Freedom Pass stack. It allows me to travel on London transport in buses, trams, trains, because I'm old, or getting on. Just have some fun with the card here. Let's just put some here. Rocky shore and a lake. Okay, that seems to be all right. Now that's going uphill a bit there, so let's just bring that down a bit. I'm uploading one at the moment, another one of Andy Burns' lovely photographs of Ireland. He's Irish. Okay, so let's get in some nice trees here, nice warm trees, loads of thick rich paint here. Bit too rich. It's all silhouetted. A bit of reflection in there. No, I like that. Let's just lift out some of the fingernail. Just some trunks and branches. Don't overdo it. Well, put some of this in here. Bit of shrubbery on the bank. Just a fantasy. Just. I'll use the rig in a minute, but not much. Just want to create an effect. Right, clean my brush. This is when painting gets fun. I know when Stephen does this, Stephen Cronin does his skies, he lifts out when it's damp with pieces of tissue. So I can't very well do that because he's doing it. but it can be very effective. But it's very easy to overdo these things. So I'll just a bit of dry brush. Just catching the high spots here. Okay. We're still going uphill a little bit there. I don't really like it doing that. Well, what am I trying to say here? I've had several trips to Florida, the Gulf Coast. My sister and brother-in-law have a house there, and we've had some lovely times there. And we go to a place called Sarasota for a day trip. Very nice place, lovely beaches. And got to see the Ringling Museum, you know, the greatest show on earth. Sarasota's got a really, really good art shop, the art gallery, very expensive, really, really good. But I've noticed that, I suppose because of the light in Florida, it's a very, very lovely place, that the colours in all the paintings are very, very bright. And of course, Florida light is very, very bright. There's a lot of it. And it's so totally alien to the way I do things. I like drab. What's that, dingy? I like nice contrast, but I don't really like bright colours, pretty colours. But the Florida landscape is like that. It's brilliant light. It's just absolutely glorious. So I'll just put some of this in here, just some stuff. Just to show the reflection, just a little bit of I think I'll show some ripples here. So I paint like this, but it's lovely to see the way other people do things. I don't suppose my paintings would do very well in Florida, but who knows? I have a lot of paintings there, but they're mostly ones that I've given away. But funny enough, when we were there last November, we joined in the national pastime of garage sailing. My sister's furnished our house with stuff from garage sales, and we had our own. And it's often as not they do it by street, advertising in the local papers. And we did one, and I sat on. I think I've gone through all this before. And if you look back in time into November, I did quite a few demos over there on YouTube of our local, fairly local beach, Fort de Soto. And it's such a great place. But we had a garage sale, and I sat, well, we were trying to sell, not trying to sell, we just put all the stuff you don't want on your drive, and people drive around, like it, do deals for it. Nobody makes a lot of money or anything. And I sat there doing paintings, watercolours, and I sold 9. Not for a lot of money. With the nature of garage sales is you don't spend a lot of money. Alright, just put some boats in here. Let's put one, make that a bit bigger. I'll put a man now, I think. It's a better shape, isn't it? just objects on the land, in the landscape. Not convinced about my sky, but it's coming on to rain, so but we've got the light bursting through the clouds, burning it all away. Well, at least that's my take on it. I'm just making this up. Oh, let's put another one in there. Right. Just a bit of superstructure on this one. Now, got our flat, large flat, the edge flat, and we'll just do a bit of, just touch it so it's dead straight, or as straight as you can get. Well, we'll do that, and then we can, with a rig adjust. Some of these boats would be white, but we have got the luxury of that. Just put that little bit in there. Try and get your reflections underneath. Right, that's what I want to do with that, except take some yachts out there. So I'll just put in a couple of bites. And while I've got the brush, I'll sign it. I really love doing this sort of thing. You do it with trees, anything. It's just such fun. And they look dramatic. I'm going to give this a try now, so take your headphones off again. Now I'm just going to gently lift out some sails. So just with a well, obviously that nice and preserved there. Same there. Just fills in a little bit of detail on one side there. Okay, I'm going to let that go. I'll put the ivory mount on it. Let's see what it looks like. See, the easy things like this gives you confidence to be a bit more ambitious. So there we are. 3 colours: raw sienna, burnt sienna and black, lamp black. Not Payne's grey, Davies grey or anybody else's grey, black. Good old black. So I quite enjoy doing that. I hope you did too. Have a go yourselves, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow. I'll zoom you in, and you can have another look at. Right, let's go to the boats there. That's all I've done there. The trees here, bit of scrub there, bit of whatever there. It's a pot boiler really. You can do this ad infinitum, any combinations, any amount of elaboration that you want to put in, but just have a go and do experimental skies like this. Get away from the idea that all skies are blue. Make them up, create a fantasy, do a bit of magic, find a bit of magic. Use your imagination. I wish I could use my imagination to get this camera straight when one day I'll get it right. So there we are. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.